Now you're entitled to half of my stuff that you did not build.
So like I was discouraged from taking AP because like my high school counselor would be like, oh, do you think you're ready for it? Like, do you think that you're equipped for AP? Yeah. Because if you're like rubbing off as like an F-boy too, then you're just like the rest of the people that she has on like on her profiles.
I'm running on track.
Perfect number. My favorite number, 7.
Running on a track. Running on a track. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us again. Like our 30 viewers, we're happy to have you. We appreciate you. Yeah, we love you. Yeah. And we're excited to grow and see where this goes. And yeah, every week is a new adventure, and we're excited to have new people on every week. And today we have Jesse Nunez. This is my homie from high school. I've known him for about 8 years now, which is crazy. So I got out of high school at 8 years ago. 8 years ago. 2 years is going to be the reunion. Anyway.
Are you going to that? If there is a reunion?
Like a 10-year reunion?
I want to, but just because I want to see where everybody's at. And I want to see like what everyone's doing. And go up to the teachers that called me a loser and be like...
And flex your Lambo, bro.
What now? I'm going to pull up in a Lambo, but I'm going to rent it. Because I don't actually have a Lambo.
No, rent a Cybertruck, bro. That way they know you mean like business.
Rent a Cybertruck and just drive it into the classroom with nobody in it. Nobody's in it.
Oh my god!
And then just
do the like, you know how like Tesla's like self-drive, like just like have it like self-drive inside the classroom and no one is in it, bro. Like you're just doing it from your phone.
Yeah. Oh, like this is the 7.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. For me, I don't think I'd go just because like the people that I already like care about at the reunion are like already in my life.
Sorry, bro. Let's talk about the Cybertruck.
See, that's why I wanted to come on here. I wanted to, like just BS a little bit and like tell like those dumb jokes. But anyhow, I wouldn't go to the reunion at this point. I feel like I already know everyone I need to, like, or like, I already have a tight-knit circle, so I'm comfortable with like that. And I don't know.
You're still close to the people at high school that you knew from high school.
Yeah, like I guess like. Because David and I met, like, junior year, so, like, we know, like, the same people that we hang out with now. Like, there's same people since then. Like, maybe there's, like, 2 or 3, like, people that, like, weren't part of our high school group, but we met through, like, him, like, with, like, roommates. Or, like, just, like, partners, too, and, like, stuff like that, so.
That's really cool. Because I just graduated high school last year. I'm not close with anyone. Like, after high school's over, I was like, yeah, see you guys.
Oh, my God. You're such a baby. Bro, I hate when girls do that, bro.
Yeah.
But that's cool, bro. I mean, how's it like leaving high school and just going to college, that transition? Is it crazy?
Yeah, I was crazy at first, but I adapted.
You adapted?
Yeah, but I didn't like high school, not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think was, like, the most annoying part about high school for you?
Just going to high school.
It is like an annoying...
What a deep answer. Thank you so much.
No, honestly, that short sentence is very, like, it's, yeah.
Just going to high school.
It's just, yeah, like, I understand.
I think people are dramatic, though. People act like high school is like jail or something. Like, they're like, oh, I'll make you sit in, like, chairs and then look at this picture of, like, the desks in high school and this picture of the desks in jails. No. They're so similar.
No.
They're doing this on purpose. It's a system.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's too much.
What I hated was teachers in high school that would make college seem like it was going to be the most difficult, the least liberating thing on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Like, when you get there are going to be some teachers that are not going to let you walk in late.
Yeah.
They're not going to accept your late work. I'm like, bro, I've had like so many professors who are just like, they don't care.
Yeah.
They care more in high school than they do in college, I feel like.
Oh, exactly. 100%.
Oh, this won't fly in college. I'm telling you right now.
No, I remember one teacher.
I can get up and use the restroom and not ask you. Like, that's like...
Exactly.
I'm done with you. Like.
No, there's this one teacher where I submitted my Scantron for an exam and I put David G instead of my full last name. And then she's like, attention class. Like, attention class. You see the Scantron? David, you have to put your first and last name. When we put this into our machine, it scans. And when you don't put your full name, you're going to get a 0. That's what's going to happen in college. So she was like, you know what they do in college? They would take it and they rip it in half and they throw it away. I was like, oh my God, I'm screwed in college. If I don't enter my last name. Bro, I go to college, bro. They don't even, bro. Everyone cheats. It's a disaster. We have ChatGPT. Like, no one even learns anymore.
Yeah,
but,
real, bro.
The social security.
You write your social security just in case, like your driver's license, your address,
emergency contact, your mom.
I feel like the Scantron is that long though for no reason, or you could write a bunch of stuff that like doesn't matter like on the info.
Yeah, bro.
I've seen a Scantron like ages.
What are they? So you're in college now. So what are they just all online? Like
it's
how
like
does it
Gradescope. Have you used that?
No, I don't. So what is that?
I don't know. They just give you a paper and then they just collect it from you and then they scan it manually on this like website called Gradescope, and then they grade it and then they upload it there and then you just see your work. I don't know.
Oh wow.
No, that's way more convenient. I feel like. Do you have to pay for that too?
No.
Okay, yeah, because Scantrons, I mean, they're not expensive, but it is like dumb that you even have to pay like 30 cents, honestly.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I have
or however much they are.
Oh yeah, in college you have to pay for your own Scantrons. That's crazy. I forgot about that.
It's just like
it's just a little inconvenient. Like why?
Yeah, it's not expensive, but it's just like that's way more efficient. I feel like.
Have you ever used like green books or like blue books? My professor, he's like old school and he uses them. I had to buy us like $2 a exam booklet. And you write your name on it, and then he takes it and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I remember that, but I do remember like when teachers would like publish like, or the professors would publish like their own books. So they made everyone like, I hate when they force you to buy their book, the thing, and it's like $100, and you can't get it anywhere else unless you go through their publisher.
Yeah, bro, that's so. Wait, that's corruption. That's like that's so honestly, corrupt.
Yeah. But think about it. If you're a professor, though, like that money goes to you, though, right?
Right.
Oh, 100%. And the publisher.
Would you guys do? I don't know. How do you guys feel? Like, if you're a teacher, would you make your book free or like?
Are our professors like secretly millionaires off those books? Because like think about it. If it's $100 and you have like 300 students, that's
true.
It's 30 grand, right?
It's 30 grand.
I'm sure.
Like a term.
Yeah, but they probably give percentage to the publisher.
Yeah.
But the publisher take like 5-10%, right?
Yeah, I mean, personally, the best professors were the ones that tried to make it as free as possible. Those were nice, and then I appreciated that. But I also see the point of view from the professor of selling their book. I see how like them putting their life's work. They went to school for 10 years. They really studied this topic. They put everything into it, and they want to drop a book. The part where I don't fully appreciate it is like being like, you have to buy my book, where it's like you could have the information available to everybody online, and then maybe there's an additional part of it, or maybe there's more information that's valuable that you could buy through your book if the students are interested, or make it reasonably priced, not $300. If you don't make it $300 or $100 or whatever, then it's fine. I don't think I have a problem with it. But.
Yeah, I remember I had a professor who like had his book published, like it was through like he had his own website where you can buy it on. And I remember I was talking to my classmate and we were thinking about splitting the book. But the thing was each book had an access code. So it was like, couldn't really do anything.
It was like an ebook or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like you needed your own copy so that you can continue doing like the lab part of the class. And it's just like.
Bro, I hate how they make you pay for homework. That's annoying. Like the access code, either you do it monthly.
Yeah.
It's like 30, like
Pearson or whatever.
Yeah. It's either like I do a calculation. It's either like I pay $8 a month, but the quarter is like 3 months. So I have to buy the 6 months access because that technically saved me money instead of buying the monthly one. It's just so annoying.
I forget UCI is quarter system. So are you on your second or?
I'm my second quarter right now.
Second quarter.
Yeah.
Which equals one semester?
No.
Or two? How does?
I don't know.
What is a quarter in a semester?
So there's 3 quarters versus 2 semesters. But quarter system, you take less classes. So you take 3 or 4, right?
Oh, you're taking more classes.
What do you mean?
I'm taking like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and 4. That's insane. That's not normal for quarter. Usually people take 3, right?
Yeah, but I'm taking. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's above average.
Yeah.
You're a robot.
You're a smart guy.
Yeah, you're a robot.
But quarter systems, the average is like 3, and then for ours, it's like remember like it was like 4 or 5 a semester.
Okay, wait. Can we talk about 6 classes? Like.
Oh, I did that first. First, I scrubbed it to college.
In a quarter?
First quarter, six classes.
Oh, you're psychotic.
I did it.
How did you do it?
Bro, it's because I was like.
Were you doing it for LeBron's legacy?
Yeah, for LeBron. He's my sunshine.
How do you feel about LeBron giving back to community?
As long as you don't do it too much.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted.
But they're saying I was crazy for doing that.
That is.
But I told my counselor, I said, this is gonna be the easiest quarter of my life, and they're all intro classes. So I was like, there's no way this can be hard, and I was right. I was right.
Yeah. And how many units is that you do? So with 6?
22.
Wow.
Because one was like a half unit. It was like 2 units. It wasn't 4. But now they max me out at 20.
What's your major?
By BME, biomedical engineering.
Biomedical engineering. That's what you originally went in for, right? Freshman year?
Yeah, and I was like, hell no.
It's crazy.
Psychology.
I remember that conversation that we had, like, because he that was his, like, career choice, like, in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, always discussing it with him, like, hey, is this something that you see yourself doing and stuff? And, I mean, it seemed foreseeable, right? In the beginning for you, and then but what made you change your mind?
It wasn't realistic. I feel like you're interviewing us. And you're doing a really good job.
No, I'm just like
you're such a good communicator that it's like, damn, all the questions he's asking are the ones that we prepared, bro. It's crazy.
Sorry.
No. We
let me rename it. Welcome to Jesse's humble.
Stay up.
Sorry.
No, but
it's just because now I'm curious because now that we're talking about
it does
that,
feel like a show. There's only on this side of one mic. No, I love it though.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Could you elaborate, please?
No, okay. So biomedical engineering, I think it was a complete ridiculous, poor planning on my part, choosing biomedical engineering on my end because I just looked at whatever major was new and interesting and was upcoming, especially engineering, because there's a friend that I had, his name is Mike, and he was also in engineering. And he said a phrase that kind of sparked something in me that was like, yeah, I should do the same thing. And he said, oh, engineering's easy. You just do 4 years. It's hard for 4 years, and then you graduate, and then you're done. You just make money. And I was like, oh, I'll just do that. So I just didn't think about it. And I jumped into this major. I had no idea what I was doing. And I ended up failing completely, like in every class. And I thought about it, I was like, bro, did I actually sit down and try to figure out what I love and what I actually want to do and why I want to do things? So I went back to the drawing board, and then that summer I discovered Jordan Pearson and psychology and all this stuff. And I just appreciated what he was doing, what he was teaching. And for once, and this is a psychology professor that is like any other psychology professor, but the way he spoke about psychology and the way he connected things into people's lives and the concepts just like sparked this like insane appreciation for people that I've never experienced. And I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to be a psychology professor. I want to be in psychology. Like, I love this, like analyzing people, all this stuff. And I didn't even think about what I was going to do, like money or whatever. I just was like, oh, I'm going to be a professor.
But was it you took Psych 101? And then, like, as a GE?
I took AP psychology in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
and I loved it. I loved it.
Did that, like, kind of click for you? Like, okay, I remember liking this before I got to college?
And that was one of the few classes I ever liked in high school.
Bro, I love that class.
That was
so fun.
Awesome, dude.
See, the thing is, I was in that class for, like, 2 days, AP Psych, but I was always convinced because, like, for me, like, my counselor at my high school that I was assigned to, I feel like, I was just having this convo, like, the other day. I felt like I was discouraged from taking AP because like my high school counselor would be like, oh, do you think you're ready for it? Like, do you think that you're equipped for AP? Yes. And I felt like every time I sent, like I would always be so motivated to take AP courses. And then once it got to meeting my counselor, it just all fell through. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. I'm just going to take regular courses.
So they actively kind of indirectly discouraged you from taking AP classes because they kept questioning it?
Yes. And I feel like crazy. That made me second guess myself a lot.
That's what they did to me too. Like that honors class, like, oh, are you ready for this honors class? And then I take this class, I'm like, this is not bad. Like, I only struggled, like, they were right. The physics, when I took AP physics, I hated myself after that. But all the other AP classes, I took like 9 AP classes. I never once complained about a class.
The thing is, I don't think they're hard. I just think they're more work. Yeah. So I think that's what if it was posed to me that way, like, hey, like, are you ready to handle more like workload? That, and then, you know, I would have been like, yes or no, right? Yeah. Instead of like, hey, this is difficult. Do you think you're prepared for it? Because I feel like those, like the way you ask a question sometimes, like, you know, especially like when you're in, like at that age, like you're just kind of like, you don't really, I don't know, understand like what you want to do and stuff. So like for me, I was just discouraged from it. But when I got to college, like I was getting like A's on everything. Like,
I was surprised because you were good at school, like in high school and in college. I'm surprised they discouraged you.
I felt like I was better at school when I got to college because that's when I like. I feel like that's when most people understand what they want to do and stuff. Like for me, I remember
my dad study in college.
Okay, yeah. So my dad was like, "Hey, like, don't go into anything undeclared. Like, don't go in if you're, it's a waste of time if you don't pick something. Just pick something and just go through with it, stick with it, right?" And he always wanted me to do like something in the medical field. I hate them. I can't, bro. Like. Anything medical, I just feel so depressed all the time. Like, hoping like
this is just because like we see sick people all the time, see people that like your patients die, like seeing blood and like seeing injuries that just causes you not to want to be a part of it.
I think not.
Is it that's
even,
depressing?
Even not. Yeah, that for sure is depressing. But being in the environment of all that happening, even if you don't see it, because for a while I was working in like the marketing department of a hospital.
Like ER. And ER is depressing.
My dad works in ER.
Oh damn.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's stressful. And
God
like
bless
for me,
those people.
Like I only did marketing, right? But being in that environment, I already felt like, oh my God, like it's just too much going on. Like you gotta write about all these stories that, sometimes they could be like really sad and stuff like that, right? Like I had to write like patient success stories, which meant like writing about patients who like go through like cancer or go through like,
Chemo.
different, yeah. And then my goal for the marketing was like to write like a story about like, the success of like that patient, like, oh, hey, they made it through this and that. And it's cool because my work did get published, like some of the articles I wrote, but having to have someone tell that story and like relive that, it's kind of hard, like imagine just, calling a parent and then be like, hey, like, how did you feel when your son or daughter went through? It's just like a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually want to get into that more.
Yeah.
So like you.
Sorry. Yeah.
No.
I got off topic.
No. What?
Really
no, you're totally good.
Well, because I was gonna say like why I got into my.
Oh
major.
yeah.
No,
we could go to that.
We'll go there and then we'll go there. Right?
Circle back.
I remember.
Wait, what's there and there?
I'm gonna go.
Like how he got into his major in one.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. True.
Sorry.
My bad.
All right, let me bounce back. So. My dad said, don't go into anything undecided. So I chose criminal justice because I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. It sounds interesting. Didn't really know much about it.
Were you like planning like lawyer or police? I think that's what people...
I don't think I even had like a true vision for it. It was just like the impulse of like my dad just like pressuring me to, pick something, which kind of helped me out. So I ended up taking a speech class for... as a GE, and I remember like I was like, dang, like I don't want to do this, like I'm so nervous, like I hate talking in front of people. Like my experience from like talking to people for like a presentation in high school was always like the worst feeling in the world to get up there in front of like your friends. So then in college I took that course. I remember my first speech, I did pretty good, and I got like really good reactions from, I forget what I was talking about, but I got great reactions and like people were like kind of like laughing and engaged. And I feel like that like kind of like lit a light bulb like in my head for me, right? And so then after that lecture, the teacher was like, oh, hey, like if you guys are interested in like, knowing more about this department or knowing more about this major, like it's communication studies. Like here's a pamphlet, here's everything you can do with this degree. Here are the courses that they offer. And I remember looking at the pamphlet and I was like, wow, like I actually think that I might just want to do this. I was like, I don't know, I feel so comfortable like talking to people in this classroom. And my girlfriend too, like she already did communication studies, or that was like her plan. And so I was like, you know what? I mean, obviously like she was going in a different direction, but for me, I was like, you know what? Like maybe I can also do something else. Like, and I feel like it's like a broad degree, which has like its pros and cons. Cause I feel like with the broad degree, like you can just do anything you want. But then like sometimes it's like, what do you really do with a communication studies degree?
Yeah.
That's the question you always get.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask. Like people tell me I want to study communication. Like what job do you get with that?
So honestly, I think it depends on what you end up getting a minor in. Like they may be able to like tailor your degree more. So for me, I did communication studies and then I minored in journalism. And essentially I wanted to work in like public relations. which is like being able to like do like stuff like with the press, with like the media, the newsletters like I wrote at the hospital. And that's so after graduating, that's when I got into the marketing department at the hospital. And then I wrote like their newsletters, some social media posts, not too many, but you can do like marketing stuff. It's pretty much marketing. And it can be like digital communications too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Did you ever wanted to be like a news reporter at one point, like an anchor?
I think for me, I wanted to be like more behind the scenes of that. I wasn't really trying to write too much. I think I'm a good writer. I just don't have the patience to like always sit down and just like type up like all these articles. Like it's exhausting. Like people like, and then like the deadlines you have to meet too when you write things. Like imagine there's a like breaking news right now. There are people like overnight working to get that published so that it can come out on the paper the next day. Like that is an exhausting job. Like,
yeah, that's a lot of work, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to take that to like movies, like Hollywood? Would you
like
like screenwrite or like be behind like production and things like that, or that's different?
I think for me, I wanted to do more of like fashion PR.
Oh, okay.
Because I've always been into like clothing and like runway shows and like streetwear.
Yeah.
And so I always wanted to do something like with my degree and like go in the direction of like, hey, like, cause it's different because like, communications that like working in public relations, it depends on what like field you're going in. Like for me with the hospital stuff, it was purely writing like newsletters, like just pure writing. But when you get into like the fashion scene, it's more like
visual. It's a lot more visual, right?
Visual or like package, like sending like packages to like influencers and thinking of captions. It's a little bit more like engaging.
I think it's more fun, yeah.
It's more fun for it would have been more fun for me, but then
I'm in the fashion right now. Like,
what do you
like? Yeah. See this? That's my brand, Born to Win.
Shout out
Born to Win. My friend, he works on it. It's literally him. He started it, and then I jumped in with him.
I thought it said Born Again. I was like, oh, is he becoming Protestant or what?
Nah, Born to Win. Born to Win.
That's dope.
Yeah. So yeah, I really love designing and things like that. My friend, he's the one that started it. Oh, okay. And yeah, you brought it up, and I was like, yeah, I could really click with that.
Yeah, I had my own brand for a little bit.
Dude, honestly, it was really cool.
Like in high school, did you like sell? No, sold like I used to go in high school with a bunch of like a backpack, bunch of clothes, and I was like, "What's your size?" I was like, "Buy it right now."
Dude, that's hustle. See, I wish I was like more of an entrepreneur when I was younger too, because like the thing was, I tried to do like a fashion brand, but it just kind of like fell through just because like my commitment to it wasn't as strong as like my business partner's commitment, vice versa. Mm-hmm. Like we just had a bunch of different like directions that we were trying to like reach. Yeah. And this happened like in my, let's say like early 20s. Yeah. That's what, yeah. But it's fun. Like designing is fun, but I think the harder parts are like the actual like business the business, bro. The fun ideas are always like, you know, like the everyone wearing your clothes or like designing, making it.
Everyone, it's easy to think about like the brand being established, successful, and people are loving like your posts and they're loving your designs and it's getting sold out and people have pre-sale. That's all so fun, but then like the business aspect, everything that comes before it, really difficult to get there in any business, honestly. But once you do get there, it feels like a dream.
Yeah, but like Jamie knows more than anyone, like how that industry. But he's really like he's the first one to start something like that.
Jamie,
yeah.
Who's Jamie?
Jamie, the guy.
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. So shout out to Jamie, bro, for real.
Yeah. What do you do?
Clothing.
Oh, you do clothing?
Yeah, the clothing brand.
No way.
Hey, shout out Wicked. But yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I didn't know
that.
Cool.
Jamie was like, I think when he started, bro, he's the first one that proved everyone wrong, in a way, because I think a lot of people were doing clothing brands, but then it was kind of like a small little thing. Nobody believed in you. Like still now nobody believes in like in my vision too. But he really showed you like if you have like dedicate and you want your fashion to like go out,
Mm-hmm.
you really have to be able to tune out like it's mostly like your close people that really don't see your vision.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. I mean, with anything really, it's like when you're like, I think we've had conversations about this, like where we talk about our like, our bachelor's degree to people or like what we study and stuff, like close to us, and they're like, "What is that? What are you gonna do? What are you doing with that?"
Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's more to like just nurse and doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's true, and I think it is true that it's harder to get a job with like just a second degree or a communications degree. But like I think it matters about what you match it with, like what you do after that. Like communication is a skill, psychology is a skill, or it's a set of knowledge, right? Both of them are knowledge and skill, whatever. Like how are you going to tailor that to a certain industry or a certain world or a certain additional knowledge that other people have never done before that will make you skyrocket in any industry? Like that's what you have to do with that. With doctor or engineer, it's easy. Or it's not easy. It's simple. That's what I mean.
It's
you
more,
go to school.
Yeah, they could see the like how applicable it is. Like
Of course.
Like real time.
you know, yeah,
And super necessary, super important, but it's simple. You go to school, you get a degree, and you're done. It's really, really hard, but it's a simple process. But like these other things, it's a lot more malleable. You have to like figure out what you want to do and what sounds the most interesting to you, and then you have to take a risk. You just have to do it, you know? But yeah, a lot of people don't understand that.
Oh yeah.
And it's very easy for them to just hate on it because they don't understand it, you know? But,
yeah.
But is that really applicable like in today's age though?
What is
Like you're like going to school and get your degree and you get a job right away? Because I know engineering majors
barely at this point.
they have to go through rounds of internships and stuff.
I'm on the boat where like,
dude.
Oh, with what? With internships?
Yeah, it's like you finish college, then you're like 2 years working like for free or for pennies.
No, I know a guy got his engineering degree, software engineering, disaster, computer science.
Yeah, it's really
Graduated, and it took him 1 year to get a job, an entire year.
Bro.
But at the same time, he also didn't get an internship. So he didn't really get lucky with an internship in college, and so he had trouble. But sorry, we got you off. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna add to that too. I feel like for me, like, excuse me, if I can go back, I would probably do an internship during my 4 years at Cal State Long Beach, because like obviously like the edge that you're gonna have is like your degree and an internship if you want to land a job like right when you graduate. And for me, I was like, you know what, like no, I'd rather like just like work for like, because I worked all through college, right? And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna work and then graduate. And I was not really like, you know, doing too much forward thinking of like, okay, like obviously if someone has the same degree as me and an internship, they're gonna like always take the lead over me. And I never thought about it that way until obviously I realized, I was like, oh my God, like I was just applying to like all these jobs now with like communications. And I was like, yeah, like I'm not, like I can understand why like I'm not getting anywhere because it's hard.
Yeah.
Like you need to have experience before you graduate.
Yeah.
So what job do you do now?
Now I work in education. So like currently I work 2 jobs. So I work at a community college, and then I work at a elementary school. Super
I didn't know you worked at a
opposites.
community college.
Yeah, I started not too long ago.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah, that's
I
nice.
started I just finished my 3rd week.
Oh, okay.
And I'm kind of getting like I don't know. I feel like I'm getting really good experience from both of them overall, because it's like they're both kind of polar opposites, right? It's like working with like college student, like 18, 19 or whatever, right? Adults basically. So like working with like
Younger
kids.
Yeah.
And that's like they're barely getting to the fundamentals of things.
Which one do you prefer more? Like,
That's a big contrast though.
It's a huge contrast, but
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has preferences, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I like the work of both, because in the college, at the college that I work at right now, I kind of just started, so I'm like kind of getting the gist of how everything works. But it honestly feels like I learned a lot from my peers, because they're doing like counseling or like kind of like coaching, like if students come in and they need help like with advising and stuff like that, they're kind of helping them be like mentors in a way. Yeah. So I like that experience. And then obviously it's a different responsibility with elementary, because, you know, like you're kind of with my role, it's like I'm almost like the secondary teacher because it's after school.
Oh.
And so I'm helping them like with homework, social emotional learning activities, just kind of like it in a way, like I said, it's just like teaching without the certificate. So.
You're like a mentor, basically.
I feel like I am. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Wait, are you like in between like a counselor and like advising, or like how does it work? Like I don't really get it.
So in the college, it's so I have a title, but I don't feel like my title is just one thing. I feel like in the college, I'm just kind of like doing a little bit of everything, and I'm still learning. So like, I'm not too familiar with like the whole like role yet, but I feel like it's like more advising in a way. And then with elementary, it's like I said, it's after school, and so I help them like with like homework, or like we'll do activities throughout the month that have to do with like whatever like specific theme we have. And so like last month's theme, it was like friendship and kindness, right? So then I try to incorporate activities that have those things, like to teach those kids like, okay, like we're gonna do an activity on like being mindful, like what to say to people, like how to react, how to handle our emotions, how to have empathy. Yeah. It's a lot to teach kids those things at that age, because it's like they're absorbing everything, right?
I actually wanted to ask you, so what's like the biggest change? Like, do you have an example of like a huge change you've seen in a kid, and like how you facilitated it, and like how it felt to see like the improvement in the kid?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I feel like for me, I noticed that the behavioral issues sometimes stem from whatever background or experience that, you know, that student is having. So like, you know, sometimes like, you know, if you might hear like, oh, like, you know, rough upbringing or single parent. And so like all these factors sometimes affect like how that kid is going to behave, right? And so
like your home environment is really important for your upbringing and for children.
Yes, I agree. And it's like, you know, like when they tell you like those, like, you know, when you see like those bullies in movies that are like, you know, oh, like, you know,
give me your lunch money.
Yeah. But then at home, like they show like a scene of them at home, and it's like they deal with that aggressiveness too, or like some sort of like violence around them. Yeah. I feel like sometimes like the environment that you're in affects like how well like you do at school, right? And so like for me, like dealing with like the behavior problems of like some of these students, like, I mean, just like for an example, like I feel like sometimes like the boys, like they might say things like super like off the walls. Like I had this one
out of pocket.
Yeah, like super out of pocket. Like I had this one student who, you know, I'm telling him about my weekend, right? Because what I like to do is like
be more personal, like connect with them.
Yeah, and at a certain point, like aside from me just like teaching them homework, telling them what to do, and like doing this, I like to like be
connect to them. Yeah,
I like to talk to them, like, you know, because they're smart and they know everything. Like I think people underestimate how intelligent we are, like as kids.
100%.
I know. When I was a kid, I always felt like adults really never understood what I was like.
Yeah.
Who like that I was paying attention to things, you know?
Yeah. No. 100%.
So I was telling a story about my weekend, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, this is what I did. I ate Korean barbecue. I did this. I cleaned like my house like all day. Like I was just cleaning and stuff. And then I had one of the boys like, I mean, you probably know where this is going.
I don't know. I mean, I think so.
Okay.
Was he like, that's gay?
He's interpreting it. No.
Okay.
He's interpreting it as like, okay, like a man is cleaning.
Oh.
Right? So then he's like, why are you cleaning? Shouldn't that be like your girlfriend cleaning? Because the girls are just supposed to clean and the men are just supposed to like sit down and like eat and relax and not do anything. And so like obviously at the moment, you know, your reaction is very dependent on how they're gonna like, you know, take your information. Yeah. Because imagine like, I always think like if I just laughed at what he had said at that moment, anything serious I would have said. Anything serious I would have said after. Cooked. Yeah, he would have been like, oh no, he laughed. Anything he says, I don't care. He laughed.
Yeah.
So I had to like, you know, sometimes you gotta keep a straight face, right?
Lock it.
And so in my head, I was just like, oh my God. So then I was like, well, actually, you know, it's all, you know, when, you know, when you have like your partner, when you grow up, like your roles are all different. Like you might clean one day and you might make a deal that you're going to cook, you know, but you both might have to work. Like that doesn't take away from the fact that you're still going to have to do things just because she's a girl or just because I'm a boy. And so like afterwards, like I feel like that sinks in, like those little lessons like sink in for them. But initially, yeah, like sometimes they say like something outrageous and you're just like, oh my God. Like,
no, I know. Because I feel like kids, like, especially me growing up, because like I think everything's so black and white. And you just look for humor. Or look for things that are shocking. Right? But like I think very few people at this point even believe that. Like, but they probably see it in like the older generation, their parents at home. Like they see their mom always cooking and cleaning and their dad like doing whatever. And then they both have roles and that's what's expected, right? But when you grow up, that's not even like it's not even like that anymore. Like it's not. I mean, we can't even do that anymore because everything's so expensive. Everybody's got to work. That's like but that's crazy that he said that.
Yeah, and like you know, sometimes there are things that you know, like you want to break those cultural stereotypes. Yeah. Because you know, I work with a lot of like you know Latino kids, so it's like I don't want them to think like, hey, like this is how it should be, just because you know. You're being raised in this environment. Yeah. Because I mean, I'm first gen, but I don't, you know, I feel like my parents, like, they were really traditional. And at times I would always question, like, why we were following the structure all the time. Like, it just felt outdated. Yeah. And so I feel like that's the good thing about working with, like, that age, right? It's like, you know, trying to get them to understand those things so that when they grow up, they, like, already have a feel for, like, how to react or respond to like you know a new environment.
Yeah, and it's so, good because you have like a direct impact on that generation, which is must be really rewarding, honestly.
Yeah, I think they're both rewarding, like you know college level. Like I feel like, and for me, like the thing is like my communication studies degree, I never in my life did I think I was just gonna be like steer away and go straight to education. Like for me, how I was always like so adamant about just being or doing something in my field. I was like, no, I went to school for 4 years. I got to stick to this. No matter what, I'm not doing anything else. And obviously that takes away from like all the cool opportunities that I went through.
Yeah, definitely. I want to switch the topic and talk about music.
Let's do it.
Bro, 2016.
Let's get fun.
Can we talk about 2016? You were like 9.
I was 9.
So you're cooked.
What were you listening to at 9?
Yeah, for real. What were you listening to at 9, bro?
Well, I can tell you I listened to it at 9.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of One Republic.
Oh, okay.
I love One Republic.
One Republic. Wait, I feel like I wouldn't. I get One Republic and Imagine Dragons.
Yes.
Confused.
I listen to both. Very similar. Dragons.
Yeah. They have like the same aesthetic, right?
What even is what?
Like Counting Monies, like
Counting Stars.
Counting Stars, yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
That I grew up on that. I played that all day. Would it get copyrighted?
Would we?
Just play like a
we'll block it out.
We could listen to it really quick and then we can like cut a little bit if you want.
Oh, this song's fire.
I love this song, bro.
11 years ago.
11 years ago, bro. Yeah.
So it came out in 2007 or 2014.
Yeah, around there. Around.
Oh my God, 2014 was 11 years ago, bro.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Dude, that's what I grew up on. I grew up on that, and then the 2010 World Cup. Shakira came out with Waka Waka.
Oh, I hate that song.
Bro,
I actually hate that song, bro.
Because
that song. I got so tired of it, bro.
No. Can I tell you about that song? I love soccer so much that I would always watch that music video.
For real, bro. Me too, bro. Playing FIFA and then just watching that. It was in the soundtrack too.
Dude, I love that. I love this video. Okay?
I mean. She's
look like
that's like my childhood.
They're showing the 2006.
Why does he look like that?
Bro, this
it's a 2006.
He looks like he's drawn.
2006 World Cup, Italy versus France, penalty shootout, bro.
Yeah. Then Panenka.
Bro wasn't even close.
They won the.
Wait, this is a real game?
Yeah, that's the previous World Cup.
I didn't even realize that.
It was the best to this day. It's the best World Cup music video.
Oh yeah, doesn't it have like billion? So. It has 4 billion views.
Bro, exactly.
Mother of God. What happened to Shakira?
She's still around. She's making music.
No.
She actually got married to
the PK.
PK. He's in this video.
But they broke up.
He's in this video?
Yeah, he's in this video.
No way.
Oh, he won the World Cup because of her. You know that? 2010, she released that. He's like, now I gotta win.
I mean, bro,
if my motivated him.
He won the 2010 World Cup.
If my girl looked like that, bro, I'd win anything for her, bro.
And she sang.
Are you serious? Look at her.
Yeah, bro.
She's beautiful.
Colombian, bro.
She's Colombian?
She's Colombian and Lebanese.
That was her man.
She dyed her hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's also Arab too. She's
oh yeah.
Yeah, Lebanese. She's half Colombian, half Lebanese. Messi.
What the? That's Messi, bro.
Messi with the long hair.
Like a baby.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
How old was Messi? Like 22?
Wait, is that guy good, bro?
Yes, bro.
Brazil?
Roberto Carlos? You don't know Roberto? He doesn't know Roberto Carlos.
I don't watch soccer.
Bro, Brazil was like the best team in like the early 2000s.
For real? Yeah. Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Kaká.
Oh, bro, I love, dude. So yeah.
Okay, so that's what you listen to.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we listened to?
This was my soundtrack. But let me go to what we listened to, okay? We were playing.
Let me just.
That's,
you know what?
Let
me show you one clip that'll show you how powerful 2016 is. Okay?
Why don't you? Put him on, bro. Even though he probably already like knows this, like put him on.
Kid Cudi. I never got into Kanye, bro.
Shush my hands, bro.
I spelled Cudi wrong. That's so embarrassing.
Wait, it's Father Shush my hands. Did you forget?
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Well, you guys listen to slow jams and stuff like that? Jamie Foxx and
Kanye. Yeah, I love College Dropout. Let's see. Why is it not here? Oh, there it is, bro. There it is. Go down. Oh, that video? Are you looking for that video?
Yeah.
Where they're vibing? Yeah, it's out.
I want the white version. Where's it? Oh, Madison Square. I can't believe I spelled Cudi wrong. That's so embarrassing.
You put Cootie.
Spelled it like Oh, here it is. Bro, have you seen this clip?
I never seen it.
Oh my, bro.
Kid Cudi? Wait, I never heard this in my life.
This clip is magical. I feel like we're gonna overreact because we love it so much, but it's not that serious when you watch it later. You know?
Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that song.
You know the song, but
I do know it.
This clip was the first time they ever debuted this song.
Oh.
And it was absolutely crazy. The camera work was insane too. That's Lil Yachty.
Yeah. Beautiful morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that
one. I love how they couldn't move.
I know, isn't that crazy? They're literally doing the.
Wait, what? This is Yachty, bro. Where's the Kanye
it's because it's not. It's
a lie.
You gotta go back.
Live.
Why does she look like that, bro?
It's only short, bro. It's only like
no, there's no way.
Real,
bro.
yeah.
No, there's. Oh, here it is.
Is it?
Here it is. Yeah. Here it is.
Oh yeah, it is.
Dude, this is legendary, bro. Cudi's scream is terrible. You hear it? And then the switchback. Cudi. No,
That's
okay.
so good. That's so good.
But yeah, this is like honestly, bro. This album is what made 2016. But there were so many good albums from like music and rap, like owned 2016, bro.
What is 2016? Was it More Life?
No, that was 2017.
Oh,
2016 was Views, Blonde, Life of Pablo,
Blonde,
Birds
bro.
in the Trap.
Bro. What else? Oh, Cudi drops a Passion Pain? No,
that's 2017.
No. Yeah, oh yeah, Cudi didn't drop anything that year, huh?
No, well, it was like 2016, 2017 where I feel like the Lil Uzi Vert was 2016.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when all like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, like they all came out.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So
we had. I don't know what happened to rap.
I'm like elementary.
Oh, Coloring Book.
Untitled Coloring Book.
Kendrick.
Jeffrey by Young Thug. Bro, Still Brazy by YG. For Your Eyes Only was garbage. I'm sorry, J. Cole.
Oh, for real?
That was the
like
worst.
2016? No
yeah,
way.
Yeah, bro.
I really like that
What
album.
the heck?
You didn't like it?
Are you serious? No, okay. I think it was okay.
He has some good songs on it, especially.
I think it was his worst album. I think he had a couple good songs, but I think the meaning behind it and the work that he put into it, I really respect it, and he did put a lot of work. But I just don't think it's not entertaining. Like I've never seen it in my thing, and then like actually listened fully to a song after the first listen.
Views came out, dude. I was like the biggest Drake stan in 2016, bro. I feel like everyone goes through that phase, right? Where they're just like really. Yeah?
Yeah, I went through that phase too.
What's your favorite Drake album?
Favorite Drake? More Life.
More Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like...
Take Care. What is it? Take Care?
Oh, Take Care, like the one of the early ones, right?
Yeah,
the guy where he's like looking down and there's a candle or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. That's a classic. That's a really good one.
You know what's crazy? I ask people who are like 19 or 20, like we talk about like Drake, like, you know, to see like, because I like hearing like what they're into. And they're like, oh yeah, For All the Dogs, like that's a really good album.
Nah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
It's so weird because I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but I like Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading This Is Too Late.
But you know what? That happens with me and Kanye. Because I really, really like his new stuff way more than I like his old stuff. I love his old. I know he looks like you just smacked me right now. But crazy. I started listening to Kanye at The Life of Pablo, which sounds crazy. Yeah. Super late. But yeah.
I didn't know Kanye until like 2022.
I don't think I really
Heartless. I listened to Heartless. I was like, oh, this guy's named Kanye West. Everybody's telling me, oh, this guy is what's it called? A really big rapper.
I didn't.
Put me on what?
Play Wheels Fall Off. You just dropped it.
Oh, with Ted Dolla $ign?
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet, actually.
He dropped Kanye and Ye?
Last week, play it.
Wait, are we going to have to cut some of this?
We're probably going to have to... Yeah, we'll do it after.
Okay.
Okay. What is it?
Wheels Fall Off.
Because I do want to hear it, but I don't want to, like...
We still listen to like 15, 20 seconds of it or something.
Okay.
Oh, Tyler $ign?
Yeah.
From a side hustle to a real business. I guess before don't act like I ain't sorry. Don't act like we ain't locked in. When did you get
Is this released right now?
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm tired of Ty Dolla $ign, bro. That's enough. 2 albums is good, bro. That's enough.
He was on the last album, Vultures.
Huh?
He was on Vultures.
Yeah, Ty Dolla $ign.
You like Vultures?
We could talk about it after this.
I think that's all we can play for now. Okay, we could skip a little bit.
Wait, why don't you just play it and then we'll cut it? Like whatever, like all this we'll cut.
Okay. We'll cut it for the podcast? Completely?
Yeah, no, we'll cut the audio.
Yeah, okay. It's just gonna be. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Just say we'll say why we cut it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Starting the weekend early. Together to the wheels fall down.
Whatever.
We all did that. When Ty Dolla $ign started singing, we were like,
You know what it is? Alright, we could pause.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so you asked me how I feel about Vultures 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is to me? Like I just feel like maybe it has to do with how he is like right now in like his personal life. Mm-hmm. That sometimes that reflects how good the music's gonna be. And I feel like because he's not at the best point of his life right now, just my opinion, I don't think that that's being like, or I think that that's being reflected in like Vultures 1 and Vultures 2. Because I love his music, right? But I feel like those albums don't really portray like the best out of him.
I agree with you.
But he still have produced classics.
Because think about it.
Like I like.
Yeah. Some of the songs in there are really good, right? But think about it, like Kids See Ghost, the collab with Kid Cudi, right? That album, flawless. Not a single song on there where I listen to and I'm like, oh yeah, that absolutely. Could be. I could skip. Like I listened to the whole thing, bro. Or like Watch the Throne with Jay-Z. Yeah. That partnership kind of like that collaboration makes more sense too. And like I feel like, but those are different stages of his life. So.
Yeah, and I also want to mention that Burn was actually created like 4 years ago. 3 years before Vultures came out, like a way before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they talked about it, and they were like, "Wow, we really, really like this song. Why don't we create an entire album? Me and you, Kanye, Ty Dolla $ign." And then they decided to make Vultures. But by the time they decided to make Vultures, Kanye kind of lost his mind, like, and so he created like this artificial, like really like what he thought was mainstream song, like album, where he's just talking about like really like just outrageous, like it's like rap and like talking about like tits and ass and like all this stuff to the extreme, thinking that everybody wants that. But I don't think everybody wants that. I think people want good music, and then if you sprinkle some of that stuff in, people don't mind. But when you're just talking about that the whole time and your wife's just butt naked everywhere you go, I don't think we're fans of that. It just it's so extreme at this point, and like I'm just getting tired of it, you know?
The thing is, if his intention was to make it like extreme like that, like, you know, so explicit because he thinks that's what people wanted, like that's not the type of artist he is. Like he's not the type of artist to cater to what other people are saying. Yeah. So if he really did do that, like I feel like that's why I don't appreciate it as much as like the other albums.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Kanye at every point he just wants to be different. He wants to be different from everybody. And like he is a musical genius, and I genuinely believe that. I think he's made the most amazing art. Different, significantly better than any other artist, like a lot of other artists in the game right now. But I think like he's missing the mark when it comes to like what I was trying to say is like he's always trying to be different, right? And sometimes it feels like it's for no reason, like just to be different. Like he's like, oh, I'm not gonna go back to the old Kanye because people want me to go back to old Kanye, so I'm gonna go do this outrageous thing that people don't want, and it's still gonna be good, and you're still gonna listen. And I beat you. And it's like, okay, but you're making worse stuff, dude. Like you're not like Vultures 1, Vultures 2. Everyone can agree that those are not your best works. Like it's all about how much better you're getting within your career, and you're just getting worse. Yeah, you're still doing good without all these big music platforms, but dude, like you're hurting who you like Kanye West. You're hurting your legacy, and it just sucks.
It's sad to see the downfall of like an artist that, you know, you listen to like your entire life, because then it's just like, wow, like you're just burning yourself at this point. You're a dead man walking. I don't know.
But he changes like what you expect of him every time. Like he went from like this Jesus phase, he's trying to make the gospel music, right? Then he switches to the Vultures. Yeah. It's just a different. But I think Kanye was like now, yay, whatever. I think he's so dumb for the way he lost his billionaire status.
Yeah.
And then he didn't have any what's it called? Like he didn't have any solid foundation or really
like an infrastructure.
He's a billionaire again.
Yes.
2.77 billion.
Okay, so I guess we were wrong. From 1 billion to 2 billion.
See, this is what he wants, bro. He wants us to be wrong, bro. He wants to be like, oh, he's a billionaire again, bro. Even with all the Nazi stuff and everything, he's still a billionaire.
Even without,
he's so amazing. Like great, bro. Everybody hates you. Like, I don't know what you want. Like, if everybody hates you and stuff, but you're making good music, okay, fine. But like, everybody hates you and you're a billionaire, and then you're losing your mind in public, and everyone like no one agrees with what you're doing. And it's just like, oh, you're not. In his mind, he's like on top of everybody. He's like, I won, ha ha ha. Like I didn't listen to the rules, and I'm on top. It's like, but for what, bro?
Yeah, I think at one point that like anti, thing that he was doing served its purpose, and at this point, I think he's just like,
we're over it.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It's just like. I don't know.
Here's the problem, bro. As long as we keep listening, which we are.
See, that's the issue.
He's gonna think that he's winning. Yeah, that's the problem, bro.
That's the issue. Yeah. It's almost like when people are like boycotting like, stores or stuff like that, like people really have to feel like they don't have that attention anymore to like be like, you know what? Okay, let me like stop what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But because like it's like, when people are like, oh, I'm gonna stop shopping here and here. And then like the company still makes like $1 billion a year, like, okay, although those strikes didn't work, like
it's like trying to boycott Apple. Like we still need all of Apple to boycott them. We need Apple to boycott. We need to post on social media, so we need Apple to post. Yes. So it's not gonna happen.
It's it's a paradox.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
But
I think he believes in like all even bad publicity is good publicity or something.
Oh, of course
like
he does. Yeah.
So he's like, as long as we're talking about him right now, so he's winning. So there you go.
Yeah, he's definitely his.
Tweet.
The tweets. Nah, this guy's.
He deleted his Twitter.
We're gonna get. Oh, really?
Or deactivated it, right?
You're talking about this?
He was back this morning and then he got divorced. Just today.
What?
Wait, from his
Kanye
second?
got divorced?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's
Honestly, good, bro. Maybe
Again,
that was a disaster.
That was like a 2-year relationship, or like was it?
Yeah.
Did he just get? I feel like
No.
Kim
Well,
was-
apparently people are saying that they're denying the rumors, so it's kind of like.
Kanye West and Bianca Censori split.
Because I saw that, right? So then I looked it up when I got out of work, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, no, it's just like false, like rumors, like we haven't confirmed anything."
Because what I was reading was
Gosh.
one of Kanye's close friends told academics.
Oh yeah.
He told academics.
Oh, you told DJ Academics?
I guess we'll find out, right? Like, I mean, there's so much going on with this right now.
Days after naked Grammy stunt and rappers file anti-Semitic meltdown.
Did you guys see the merch that he was posting on Yeezy.com for a while?
Honestly, good for her, bro. God, this is ridiculous.
Dude, he's insane.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's move on from that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because this
Can I do that? She said, "Don't bring it."
This man hasn't. This man probably hasn't experienced the 2016 Double XL freshman
Yeah,
cypher.
let's show him this.
Do you want to watch this?
No, I don't.
Why?
Why?
Whatever, bro.
Okay, we're not gonna force you, bro.
I don't like, dude. I never was into Kanye music. Not gonna lie.
It's not Kanye.
No, it's not Kanye.
Oh, for real? What is it?
It's the 2016 Double XL freshman
I never
cypher.
listened to it. No.
It's not something you can explain in the words.
Oh.
You have to watch it and experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
It's magical.
It's like seeing the Sistine Chapel, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's like a woman getting
Kodak
period
Black,
for the first
21
time.
Savage.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's
She should
painful,
say-
but you learn to appreciate it after a while.
I didn't know 21 was on there. You should have said 21 was on there.
Yeah, 21. It's like, you know Double XL, right? Oh my god, Double XL's dead.
Never heard it. Not gonna lie.
Okay, it's like a famous rap magazine. And then,
No, that's not there. That's-
we don't have to watch the whole thing. But you have to experience this, bro.
Okay. Damn, bro. 2016, I was so young.
You were 9 years old, by the way.
What's that? I was in 5th grade.
2016?
Oh, you guys sour.
Yikes.
Yeah, I guess that's 9 years old. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dude, me and him would watch this like every other day.
We would play this on our way to the beach, on our way to school,
Two particles.
walking to class.
So fun, bro. Dude, okay, Lil Uzi's. I think Lil Uzi's might have been Lil Uzi or Lil Yachty might have been the worst one.
Bro, I hate Lil Uzi. You can't rap, bro.
Yeah, I can't. Wait till you hear Kodak's part.
Kodak is good, bro. Wait, is it worse?
Yeah, bro, he cannot freestyle at all. Hey. Hey.
Wait, the one that did the freestyle was X, no?
Yeah, actually did freestyle, yeah.
Oh, that was in 2017.
He did in the second. Hey, oh, the 2016.
He
Yeah.
was 2017.
Yeah. R.I.P.
I know, that's bro.
Skip to Kodak because Uzi just get him off the mic.
Okay.
Lil Yachty?
You have to hear 21 Savage at least.
21 and 21's gonna be good, I know. And Lil Yachty, I don't like his music, not gonna lie. Like Poland, whatever, like that's shit ass.
Ooh, go Rice.
That's better than Uzi. Let's give 21 the mic.
It was fake. That's it.
I actually haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah.
21.
21's is really good. It's the best one.
Okay, 21's really good.
Yeah. Stove because it rain, not a soda. He's a try to cook the yoga. Lawnmower. Shoulder.
What do you think? What do you think?
The 21's the best one.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, you have to hear Kodak, bro.
Okay. Last one.
No, Kodak will like mumble and shit like that. You're like mumble,
bro. Dude, did you guys see the video of Kodak on the floor eating chicken?
Oh, just like tweaking?
Yeah.
Bro, what is he doing?
He's on drugs.
Like, what?
Okay, you have to hear Kodak.
Who the fuck picked this little sorry ass beat? I'm from the ugly corner, man. Them little slow ass streets.
He's trying to read this
I'm
subtitle.
the one who let you starving ass eat. You was hungry. I ain't got to let you sorry ass eat. My cousin G1 got out for me and slaughtered last week. Gave my dog a $150. That nigga brought me back free. That nigga brought and get up
I love the end.
on cheese ties.
Bro made no sense at the end, bro.
You know they do multiple takes?
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, and
dude,
that was his
I-
best take?
Yeah, that's his best take.
Nah, man. That's crazy.
What's it called? Yeah,
What'd you
no,
think?
that was our era.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Like, that's why you guys are showing me this stuff. I never heard that in my life.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
that's you know what's annoying?
At this point, I have a whole playlist to send you, bro.
You know what's annoying? I would have these same conversations with people older than me. And it makes me sad that I'm the old guy now. We're the old guys.
I know.
We're like, be like, you never heard of this, bro?
Oh, I get you, bro. Like the people that are stuck on like 90s music.
Oh my god.
And they're like, dude, Lil Wayne is the best. Like a little, if you know the McDonald's thing always kills me.
Tupac and Biggie are the best rappers like of all history. Like,
all these little whatever they're called, you know,
yeah,
Ice
bro.
Cube is better,
Look,
bro.
I have respect for Tupac and Biggie and like the origin of rap, but to be honest with you, I think Eminem is a better rapper than both of them. Like a skill at rapping.
yes.
A skill at rapping, and Kendrick Lamar is better than them.
You know what it is? Eminem is really good at storytelling too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's really good at that. So is Kendrick. Like their ability to rap is better. And I feel like the 90s, like it was like so different. Like it was
Yeah, it's a different genre.
it was the start of
Much.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't very established as it is now. I feel like.
Yeah.
But how do you guys feel like do you guys only listen to rap, or how do you feel like your music is like evolving?
I think for me, my music taste was like rap was a no-no for me growing up.
What happened?
Yeah.
Am I the host again?
Yeah. No, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
I think for me,
No, I'm laughing because sorry.
that thing.
Go ahead.
Go on, sorry,
Just go
bro.
ahead, I'll
Sorry, bro.
No, I just think like rap was like a no, you can't listen to rap when I was growing up. So it was One Republic, Coldplay, Shakira. It was like pop, right? So that's what I listened to. And then I had a phase where I really never listened to music. It was just like a social thing. And then 2018 came around, and then I listened to The Hill, The Weeknd.
The Hills, the song?
The Hills. And then when I listened to that, I think like my mom got angry. She's like, "This is such a bad
How
words."
did you find out? Oh, you just played it out loud?
Yeah, I was just playing out loud. And then one time my cousin like pulled me aside. I remember this. He's like, "What are you listening to?" I was like, "I'm listening to The Weeknd." He's like, "No, you cannot listen to The Weeknd. This guy sold his soul. You look at all this bad. Like, what is he saying?" So I got traumatized. Oh, I can't listen to this stuff, right? So I had like this phase until like junior year, where I never really listened to music. It was just like social thing, whatever. But it wasn't really until like I never had AirPods too. I refused to get AirPods until like junior year of high school. I got my first pair of AirPods, and then I started listening to music a lot. And then that's when I really got into rap. It was like Just 21, J. Cole, Drake, and everything. And then now I'm in a different phase where I switched to. I was like, I don't know about rap, but I was like, let me listen to about country. But now I'm back into UK drill, Central C, Nems, AJ Tracy. So it's just weird how my music.
I know when we were talking about that before we started rolling, I was like, that's interesting, because for me, like, I feel like I try to diversify like my rap portfolio. Like if I listen to like, cause I can listen to Kanye, but then I can listen to like, you know, I guess like Lil Yachty, right? Like kind of different, you know. Sometimes I feel like the good thing is like artists like Kanye, like they're good at like kind of like evolving with like the music nowadays, like, you know, how it sounds now. But like with, why are you laughing, bro?
I don't know.
Are you laughing at my opinion?
No, I'm not.
Are you? I will get up and leave, bro.
No, please.
I will go to that beach right now. No, please. I will go right now there, bro.
No. That
to
beach
paradise.
is not. That's the Stay Humble podcast.
I could be
logo.
in paradise, bro.
Please don't do that.
All right.
We need you.
Okay. Anyhow, yeah. For me, I feel like I try to diversify my rap portfolio, and I don't really try to go to like out of the lane, like maybe like pop or R&B. I try to do pop or an R&B. Like it has to kind of feel similar to me. I can't just be like, oh, let me just like listen to EDM. You know what I mean? Like, although some people have put me onto some songs, and I'm like, dang, like this is really good music. But I can't fully see myself like going to like an EDM show. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, okay. I know what you're talking about, and I actually found a way to get out of that mentality.
Because you listen to like more alternative,
I listen to
right?
everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that I don't listen to. Like I listen to, there's some weird ass music that I listen to where it's like, bro, you can't be serious. But like, I don't know how I connected to it in some way.
Yeah.
Like that little feeling that you get when you listen to EDM, but you feel like you can't fully get into it. The way that I kind of like disassociated, the way that I was able to overcome that with country, like for example, country, completely different like world of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But what I did was I was like, bro, I'm gonna forget about like what my experiences are and what I've been through, and I'm just gonna like listen to music, and the parts that I do enjoy, I'm gonna focus more on those and why I enjoy them. And rather than trying to identify myself with the music it's like directly, I'm just going to listen to what they're talking about and try to enjoy it from their perspective or from their story. And that's how I was able to like get into country and stuff. Like music that has nothing to do with me like, oh, I'm a cowboy, playing guitar with my tow truck, and there's mud on my boots, and having a beer, and I beat my wife. Like I was able to get into that stuff, right? Just because I was like,
I'm a little farm.
I love it.
No, but yeah, that's how I did it. And honestly, like I've been able to enjoy everything. And I don't know, man. Rap is I'm kind of getting tired of it. Like it's just like so repetitive, and I think now. The rap that comes out now is so dependent on beat.
Right? Oh yeah. Producers are winning.
Producers,
right
dude. It's all about producers. It doesn't even matter about the music. Like, for example, Playboi Carti. That guy, he's just the producer. He's not just the producer. His music is just what the producer makes.
Yeah.
The producer is phenomenal, bro. Like when you listen to Playboi Carti, and like I honestly stopped listening to him, but when I did listen to him, like you just feel like a type of energy that you don't feel with anybody else. Like you want to get up and like hit someone. Or like you want to get up and like break into something. Like it's just weird. But like you don't actually want to do that. But you feel that energy where it's like you want to be rebellious. That's the word I was looking for.
Right.
You just feel like rebellious when you listen to Playboi Carti. And it's all dependent on music. And I feel like it has no more substance. But like if you forget about what the words that they're saying, this is what I did to enjoy like rap and like the new rap. If you forget about the words that they're saying and you just enjoy the vibe and the beat and like just the energy that it gives you, then you just appreciate it for what it is. Like you just love it, you know?
Yeah.
So
I agree. I feel like, cause I love like Playboi Carti's music, right? Like I still listen to it and stuff, but I feel like I understand what you're saying. Cause a lot of the times I'm like, is it the beat that's carrying this song or is it the artist? You know? Because obviously, like, their lyrics sometimes are, like, bogus. Like, you're not really, you know, it's not, like, a deep, you know, interpretation of things. But I think that is a good way of putting it, like, for country music. And I think I would be more open to it if... Because there have been times where, like, I'll go to, like a music festival. And, like, I go to see a certain artist or whatever, right? But sometimes I'm like at the festival and I'm like, well, while I wait for like the artist I want to see, I might as well go and like see someone else. And then I'm like, oh dang, like just being here and listening to it live like changes my opinion about that type of music, you know? Because that's how I feel about like alternative music. Like sometimes I'm like, oh dang, like that's really good. Like that artist, like sometimes it's okay to listen to like slower music.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with rap, like lately for me, I literally get in the car and I'm like, so sick. I already know what songs are gonna play.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm skipping every 10 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
Like through the like, you know, my skip button is on the wheel, so I'm just like driving. I'm just like I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, your threshold for what's enjoyable anymore to your brain is maxed out because you listen to the same things over and over and over again. So you're just like, your brain's like, dude, this isn't hitting anymore. It's the same thing as drugs, you know? Yeah. Or the same thing as coffee. You drink the same amount of coffee every day, your brain's like, sorry, it doesn't work anymore.
Your tolerance is gone.
It's the same thing. So then you gotta get a new song, bro, and that's what Playboi Carti's music does. It's so dopamine heavy. Yeah. Because like it's just so it's so short, each song, and it's so quick, and it has like all these up and like it's just, I don't know what it is, but the way he figured it out, bro. Like the frequencies, I don't even know, but he figured it out. Like how to like really, really get us addicted. But I want to ask you, if you did listen to alternative, like what would be your pick right now? Do you listen to anything except rap, only rap?
Right now, like I'm more caught up on like the Weeknd's album because it just dropped.
Oh, he dropped an album.
I mean, it's not alternative, right? But it's R&B, right? Or pop, whatever you want to. I feel like sometimes it's hard to categorize him as an artist because like he makes like all sorts of music. Like it can be like kind of rap-ish.
Yeah, or like Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah. Even him, yeah. And so like, for me, right now, like, sometimes I'll just like hone in on an artist and be like, okay, like I want to listen to like The Weeknd right now, or I'll play like SZA, or I'll play like Kendrick, or I don't know. I sometimes want to hear like whatever. Like for me, I love sticking with the artists that I know sometimes and just exploring like old music that I haven't listened to from them. And so right now, like at the moment, my rotation is literally just like it's pretty much rap right now. That's why I was saying like I'm just tired of it. Yeah. Like I'm growing. I don't know. It feels weird.
I feel like you should maybe try exploring like alternative. I feel like I get what you're saying about that feeling, but I think if you really just try to enjoy the music for what it is and just like enjoy the vibe, I think you'll break through that, honestly. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for the new year and what artists drop. Did you listen to the Weeknd album? Is it good?
Yes, I already heard it once or twice all the way through. I like it, but I feel like the thing is, like, when music drops, I don't like going to Instagram and seeing people's reaction to it sometimes. Because it's just going to sway how I feel about it, right? Because if someone's like, oh my God, this song freaking sucks, 0 out of 10 or whatever, right? I listen to it, I'm like, damn, this song is so stupid. And I'm just like, would I have thought that if that person didn't post?
Dude,
you know what
seriously, I mean? Bro. I know who you're talking about.
But you know what it is? That's all social media, bro. That's all social media. Like, you see an opinion about something, and sometimes you fall victim to that opinion.
Yeah, bro.
Like, whatever it is that you're into, right? Like...
But there's a specific person you're talking about, right?
Maybe.
Is it the Neil drop? Huh? The Neil drop.
Yeah, no, okay, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes he'll you know, his reviews.
I unsubscribe, bro. That guy's so annoying.
He hates everything.
Yeah, he hates everything, bro.
But for example, like what on your Instagram, like what is your like for you page? Like what does your algorithm give you?
I don't get reactions or nothing like that.
No? What about like sports, like
just NBA and soccer. That's it. That's my favorite page.
What do you follow for soccer?
Real Madrid, Liverpool.
Me too. Are you keeping up with the Champions League?
Yeah.
Did you see the game the other day? Real Madrid and Man City?
Yeah. That was wild. 3-2.
I know.
And then, dude, Man City always go up and then they lose at like the last minute.
Yeah. You know what? I was really upset because they like before the game they were like teasing like Vinny.
No, they were teasing Vinny with Rodri's.
With the
Rodri's Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. But then obviously like they won last minute. And I don't know, I was really happy with it. I'm like really I've been into soccer all my life, but lately I've had more of a resurgence with it just because I've been playing like at the elementary school, like they all love soccer, right? So I'm just like invested in like consumed by soccer like all day. And then the sport, for me, it's always fun to watch. My girlfriend's always like, this is boring. Like it's just 90 minutes. Like
I'm with you. I'm with her.
Okay, why do you feel like what do you?
I've never been in it.
But you get bored of like.
Yeah, I get bored of everything. But to be honest with you, I don't know, dude. It's not that soccer itself is boring. Like, I honestly don't care about. I don't watch sports in general. I don't know. I just don't watch sports in general.
What about playing it? Do you like playing certain sports? Yeah. Like 100%. Basketball?
Yeah, it's fun. But I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm not going to be like, hey, guys, let's put on some shorts and go run twos. Like, I'm not going to. I don't know.
How do you feel? Like, what, like, do you like watching soccer and playing soccer or just watching?
I love both.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think for all my life, it was just soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got senior year of high school. I was like, I don't like this anymore. So I started playing basketball. So what I watch, I have to play. Just have to relate. Like when Luca does the fadeaway, I was like, yeah, I have to learn fadeaway. Optically comes in, fadeaway. Everything's fadeaway. Just because I have one player I copy.
You want to mimic their game.
So growing up, it was just Neymar. How can I do a Rabona? How can I do a rainbow flick? It was all like I had to Ronaldo, Neymar. How do I be more like them?
Yeah,
that's how I play my game.
And for me, like my cousins and like, because I would go to Mexico like every summer when I was like all the way up like through high school. All it was every summer was playing soccer. Like we're playing soccer in the streets. We're coming back home and playing FIFA.
Oh, that sounds
exactly,
fun.
Bro. That's all we're doing. Like that's literally we're just kicking it all. Like no pun intended. We're kicking it all day, bro. Like just like
I'm like that. Where if I do something, I have to be consumed with everything around it, the whole culture.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing soccer, I have to play FIFA. I have to have Ronaldo's new CR7s. I have to get the new jersey. It's just a whole culture. You have to be invested in it.
Are you gonna try to go to the World Cup for the 2026?
Of course, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna be in LA, bro. I can't.
Oh, you guys are gonna go?
It's gonna be in USA, Mexico, and Canada. So they're gonna host it in 3 different countries.
Different teams in different places.
Yeah.
Oh, is that normal?
It's not.
No. Typically, they just stick to one country, and
I think it's because
host.
LA has been through enough already this year.
But it's weird because all the games are being played in the US, and then only like 2 games in Mexico, 2 games in Canada. So really, it doesn't make sense.
I think that might have to do with like funding and like the corruption of like FIFA, because we all know like all these like big sports corporations, like sometimes like they have like money talks, and obviously the US probably like, you know, probably attracts more business than Canada and Mexico, especially Mexico. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, right now for how bad they're doing sometimes, like in crime or whatever. Yeah. And so, yeah, this year they're gonna host, or next year they're gonna host in 3 countries, and some of the games are gonna be in LA, Dallas, Miami, right?
It's gonna be all the football stadium.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
So SoFi is gonna have a World Cup.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Dallas, what's it called, Cowboys stadium.
And then the final is gonna be in New Jersey, I think.
Yeah, MetLife.
MetLife, right?
Yeah.
That's in New Jersey, or
yeah, it's New Jersey.
Okay, okay.
It's where the Jets play, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
It's weird. New York Jets play in Jersey. It's weird. But,
I never understood how like they do that with teams, but
no, because they're like New York and New Jersey. When I went to New Jersey, you just cross a bridge and you're in New York. It's the 1-hour drive.
Are you from the East Coast, or are you from California?
No, I'm here. But my cousins, my family are.
We all started out in New Jersey.
No, I didn't start at New Jersey. I started out here.
So you guys flew straight to Cali?
No, I came straight to Cali, but
damn,
I go to Jersey over the winter, especially because I have to see my cousins and things like that, and it's so fun. Like you have ice, you're snowboarding. It's such a vibe.
Would you guys live in anywhere other than California?
Of course, bro. I hate California. I want to move out.
Yo, you're tripping, bro.
Why? I don't know.
You're tripping, bro.
You think so?
Let me tell you.
You don't want to move out. You don't want to leave California.
Let me tell you.
You don't want to leave California.
You're never gonna get another state, or at least look how blessed we are, bro. We have Disneyland over there, Knott's Berry Farm over here, Universal Studios almost an hour away, Six Flags like an hour and a half. Then we have the beach over here. We have mountains and snow over there. Like, bro,
yeah,
this is like we're in the
a dream.
In my opinion, we're in the dream spot for like anything you want to do. Anywhere else, we
got the best food, we got the best weather, we got the most diversity. We got so many things to do. Like you go to any other state, bro, besides Texas, Florida, or New York,
and
there's nothing to do. Yeah. Like all they do is
they
like
have more
Seattle.
extreme. They have more extreme weather too.
Yeah, and the only fun they do is like just drink and like just hang out.
But I'd rather live in Florida or Texas.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, those are comparable.
We're like trying to get him to not move there.
And I'm like, fair enough. Those are comparable, dude. Florida's pretty cool. I really like Florida, bro.
I went to.
The weather's weird though.
I went to Orlando for like Disney World, but I never really felt like because I was like vacationing, but I've never actually been in like Miami or where'd you go for
Miami? Dude, it's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
It feels like it looks brand new. It feels brand new. There's like big buildings.
Is it just like Vice City and like GTA?
The way that the streets were built, I feel like they really, really thought it through. The highways, like everything. Yeah, there's traffic and stuff, but like I feel like the way they designed it, was really smart and like it feels like a brand new city. Like it was made in the last 50 years. Unlike LA or like Long Beach where
everything's just
a 3-year-old drew the map. But
like, let's go here and then make a one-way
diagonal.
Where you have to do a U-turn and then there's only 2 left turning lanes.
We'll make a left turn into a one-way. Like this. And we'll put like one small sign with left X. Thank you very much.
I do hate that.
We drove one time when we were driving in high school, and I was driving, bro, and I literally turned into a one-way. And this guy was next to me, he was like freaking out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, it is built nasty, but
I want to do.
I would still live here.
I want to do some really not nice things to the person that designed Long Beach. Like, just absolute disaster. Have you driven in Long Beach?
Not much.
Okay.
I don't really go there.
Don't go.
Yeah.
But besides the driving, Long Beach is really fun though. It has a lot of fun stuff.
Luckily for you, like in Irvine, like it's more open road too. I feel like Orange County, perfect roads.
So nice.
For the most part, yeah.
They're really freaking big. 3 lanes, bro.
Yeah.
Just meaty roads, bro.
Yeah.
No pothole. Like if there's a pothole, you're not like you see it one day, next day it's not even there, bro.
Bro.
It's a whole new road. Like,
they got guys out there just sitting waiting for a pothole to be just like, all right, let's go. Yes. The cops in Orange County, the cops in Irvine, bro, they're sitting there begging for. They call people in to commit crimes. They import them from Santa Ana and Anaheim, and they're like, come on, bro, give me something.
No, yeah. I feel like, yeah, definitely like LA County, like it's just like, it's I don't know. They care about different things, obviously, like.
Yeah.
It's whatever money they're putting into it. I'm sure Orange County would want to put more money into like their streets and roads.
Yeah.
So that's why they take care of it.
Yeah, except they take literally, bro. There's a freeway. You know, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The 91.
The 91.
Bro, they've been constructing that. They got a nice beautiful sign. Nice beautiful sign. Orange County. Your tax dollars at work.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Complete in 2026. That sign's been up since I was in middle school.
For real?
Yes, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Since I was in middle school. And the year keeps changing, bro. When I was in middle school, it was like 2015. Then the sign changes, 2018. Then the sign changes, 2021. I think I said it wrong. It wasn't 91, it was the 405, bro. The 405.
It was a 405, yeah.
Bro,
it's a 405. I was gonna say
disaster.
that. I was gonna tell you like, oh, that's how I feel about the 405. But then now that you said it, like you correct yourself. It is a 405, right?
Yeah.
That's the one I take to Irvine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear I see like 7 cranes with like the brightest light bulbs on and no one there.
Bro,
every night, bro.
It's all a show, bro. You know what they do?
You know what
they do with our money?
No, I'm gonna be an employee.
Bro,
I'm gonna be an employee just to ask, what are we doing here? Bro, we're getting paid for no reason.
Dude, I want to go. I want to grab everybody. I want to grab them all in a meeting. Okay, all the people in the state, construction workers, the city planners, everybody, and say, guys, this freeway. This freeway has been in construction for 15 years. Okay. Explain to me why. Just a couple reasons. Because our tax dollars are at work, right? Okay. How are they at work, bro? Like, please explain to me, bro. Like, it drives me nuts. I don't know. I feel like anybody like with a college degree can plan well enough to make this thing go faster. I don't understand. I don't know.
You know what? We definitely need people to boycott that freeway.
Just stop driving on it. They'll be like, okay, fine. Yeah. Then we can push it back now to 2030, 2050.
Dude, I swear. I agree with you, though. I agree with you.
Elon Musk, though, get on that.
Bro, that guy's going to be ripped up in shreds because of how much he has to do. That poor guy.
Dude, yeah. How do we get to even talking about freeway? For real. I know. Oh, living in California.
Yeah.
So Texas or Florida would be your options.
Yeah.
What about you?
Zero income tax. That's what.
Oh, okay. That's why. Okay.
I'm not gonna leave California, and I think I hope I can make enough money to be comfortable here and just enjoy all the benefits of California because I love California.
I don't think I'd leave California either. I'd probably move. Like if I move, I'm going to San Diego.
Oh yeah. San Diego is just, dude, it's a gold mine, and it's low-key it's so underrated.
Dude, it just
no one talks about it.
But that's what I love.
Yeah.
Because you never really hear people like, oh, I'm just gonna move to San Diego.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I'm gonna move to the Bay. I'm gonna move to like Seattle or like all these places. I'm like, bro, go ahead. Like,
yeah,
that leaves more room for like San Diego, like And it's like, I feel like it's a cleaner version of LA. That's what I've always seen it as.
It's beautiful. But anyway, I want to switch the topic. I want to ask you, I want to bring in relationships.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
I have 4 divorces,
So
7 baby
catch
mamas.
up to Kanye or what?
Huh?
You catch up to Kanye?
Yeah. So and I have 4 kids waiting for me at home right now. But all the baby mamas sign NDAs. No, I'm just kidding.
No, okay. So I want to ask you about relationships because you've been in a pretty long-term relationship. I mean, I don't know if that's too much information, but you've been in a relationship for quite a while now. So I want to ask you, like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes it might get difficult because like you've been with that person for so long, and there's certain like issues that arise. Like, how do you deal with that? Is it like, I'm sure communication is a huge part of it, but yeah, I just want to hear your perspective on it because, yeah, I think it's interesting and I'm always curious about that.
Yeah, I feel like obviously everyone like goes through like the honeymoon phase of things, like where they're like, oh my God, like, you know, like I'm hanging out with this person every day, I'm seeing them, I'm learning so many new things, and like for some people that phase can, you know, be so short term that, you know, they just can't handle like the nitty gritty parts of a relationship sometimes, like, oh damn, like we got in a fight, like how am I gonna fix that? Or like, you know, how am I gonna overcome like, you know, the conflict with myself that I feel, or whatever it is, right? Like internally, or maybe that you feel with your partner and stuff like that. But for me, like I've always, like, at least for me, like I've always like been that person that's like, you know what, like even if there's an issue, like I'm gonna work and I'm gonna try my best to like always come up with a solution to it. And so the good thing is like my girlfriend and I, like we're really flexible with those things. Like we always talk about everything, like literally like everything, like even moments where we don't agree with each other, like with, I don't know, like sometimes it could be like religious thing. Even though like she doesn't really battle me with religion, maybe sometimes like my views might be like different than hers because of how my upbringing was as a Catholic, you know? And so now I feel like sometimes like you get to the point in the relationship, like I've been with her for 7 years, right? You get to the point where like some of these things don't even matter anymore. You're just like, not that, you know, they matter, right, to you, but like for the sake of the relationship, they're not deal breakers. And I feel like luckily like we were like really young. We're 18 when we both met each other. And so I feel like we grew up together understanding more about ourselves and then working on our relationship. And even at this point, it's still like that. Like we're still like learning about ourselves in our mid-20s. And for me, I don't know. That's all. Like I you know, I love my girlfriend. Like it's always gonna be that way. And so like I know sometimes
She's gonna be so happy hearing that. Kennedy, when you watch this later, for you. I'm just kidding. We're all friends.
There's a gun being held behind this camera right now. No, yeah, but yeah, it's nice. It's nice, and I feel like sometimes like when I go out with my friends and stuff like that, like it's just it's fun to see them in the environment of like going on or like dating or like, you know, trying to pick up like women or trying to get with like, or like my girlfriends too, like, you know, having interest in like men and stuff like that. Like it's fun to see that because I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like I like being a spectator. Like I don't yeah, I honestly that seems hard nowadays, honestly, like in your mid-20s, trying to go out and like, especially like you're a freshman in college. Like how do you feel, like what's your approach right now?
It's terrible, bro. I gave up.
You gave up?
I got like had two failed relationships, so I gave up.
Oh,
wait. So let's talk about them.
In college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I gave up completely. I just said
on relationships in general.
Yeah, I said it's not worth it. I don't think none of these girls are ready. They don't want. They say they want a relationship. They don't. Mm-hmm. And I think everybody says, give me my time, give me space. I don't believe in time, you know? I just think if I meet you and we click, let's just go straight on a date. Let's see how we look, like the vibe is. Mm-hmm. And I I really hate how the scene is now, where everybody's so judgy. Like, what can you bring to the table? How cool are you and stuff like that. And the dating scene is so bad. I think you guys. I'm not trying to hate on your generation, but guys, you guys are so lucky. Like how you have high school.
I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right sitting right next to you, bro. I'm still single too.
But still, but how many people from like your generation that are like people 25, 26, like we're high school sweethearts, or that, bro? I don't even see that. You see any relationship going for more than 3-6 months? Call yourself lucky. In our day and age, wow. you gotta.
Well, also. Sorry, I didn't cut you off. Go ahead.
I'm saying you go to college and then nobody wants to give you a chance. I think you should, if you meet someone and you genuinely have interest, maybe 1 or 2 months, go out a couple dates, see how you like each other, and then say, how do we define this relationship? But you don't just, like, one thing goes wrong, okay, you're done, and things like that. I really hate that.
Yeah.
I can't date no more.
I mean, I'm on the same page as you, bro. I think,
And okay, another thing also, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No. He just cleared his throat and didn't say anything.
No. I was going to say something. No, it's okay. Continue.
Now, this came to my mind. I just hate how girls nowadays, they want a finished product. You know? Yeah. They want you to see you. It's all about, how do I finish my career now?
They don't want an underdog.
It's because you don't want an underdog. For me, I want someone that sees me in the mud, and then we're like, we're building our relationship together. We're getting rich together. We're supporting each other, and now it's a 50-50 partnership.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, but I think what happened is they got social media.
Social media ruined it? Probably.
It's just social media. I mean, think about it, right? Mm-hmm. You're a girl, right? And you're reasonably attractive. You're like a 7 or an 8, right? And then you go out in public, and guys talk to you or whatever, but most of them are nervous. They even look at you in the eye, right? Mm-hmm. And then you go on your phone on Instagram, you post one picture, you get 300 likes, right? 3 or 4 likes, and then every single, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, right? You're getting DMs from guys, right? Oh, this guy's cute, this guy's bad, this guy's cute, this guy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You have everything you need in your phone. The whole selection system that has been created by Darwinism and like just like selection system of like mating and all this stuff is all now Instagram. That's what it is for women, right? Yeah. And that's how it's always been, is women have always selected men, right? Based on what they can offer. That's normal. Now, what Instagram did was widened it completely blasted it open so that any girl can see their whole selection at their fingertips, right on their phone. They don't need to talk to a guy in public. They don't need to look for guys in classes. They don't need high school sweethearts. They don't need any of that. They have a list, every guy on paper, on Instagram. But what they don't understand...
They have a whole Excel spreadsheet.
They have the roster.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. You want a doctor, bro? You post a pic or you like a guy, and here's the girls making a move, right? It's like them like swiping up and messaging. That's like the biggest move that a girl could do, right? And that's all they need. And the guy, if he's like a good guy, he's a doctor, right? And the girl's pretty enough, he'll probably date her because men don't need, like, it's not as like a doctor won't need, it's not about like money for them. It's about looks, right? So for most guys, then they'll probably end up dating them and they'll be good, right? So it's created unevenness where 80% of the guys are going for 20% of the women, and because 20% of the women are attractive, right? And the 20% of the women are just selecting from that giant pool, but in reality, it's not 80% of men that they're choosing. They're choosing 10% or 20% because only 10 or 20% are actually attractive or good looking enough. That's the reality of it, to actually pull those 20% of the girls. And that's the bummer of it. But the good thing is, at your age, it wasn't as bad as what you're saying, but it gets better. The girls my age, the ones that are still single, they start to get out of that mentality.
For real?
Yeah, they do.
But I don't think I will be able to date, like, growing up, like, as I get older. I think it'll be difficult. Because say, like, if I have a career and establish myself, and I'm in a good financial situation, and then now you want to come into my life, and then now you can take 50% of what I make, I don't think it's a good thing. Because if I'm established and you just came into my life after, like, say I'm rich, or after I have a house, or I have a nice car, and then now you want to become part of my life just because I'm already built, and then now you're taking.
I don't think so. So
yeah, but
you want to join?
And now if I marry you,
no, actually, you want to join?
That's cool.
Pull up a chair.
He gotta ask his dad, bro.
Pull up a chair, bro.
That's cool.
He has to ask his dad, bro.
Hey, Dad, they want me to go on the podcast. How much do I charge them?
That's funny.
Okay, sorry.
No, okay.
Yeah, but now look at it now. You build your whole life, and now I want to get married because I want to settle down and have kids.
Right.
Now you're entitled to half of my stuff that you did not build.
Yo, are you?
Oh my God.
We literally did this. Oh my God. No way. Oh my God.
Bro,
My shoes were tied.
Okay. Can we make that an IG? You know how you guys are making reels, bro? That needs to be a reel, bro. This needs to be a reel.
Bro actually was talking to you as if he was dating you, bro. He's like, that you did not build.
Bro, I felt that in my soul, bro.
Bro, I had to film the camera right away.
That was so good, bro.
Yeah, okay, no.
Go off, bro.
So,
Come
yeah.
on, you have the floor.
Yeah,
You have the floor.
So say I'm 26, 27, 28.
That was nuts, bro.
Okay,
You
serious.
made me feel like crap, bro.
Okay, I
I feel like I owe you money. I'll owe you, bro.
Not you directly.
I'll owe you
Okay,
right
my bad.
now.
Let me look at the camera.
You should look like.
This is to every girl I know. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you feel like once you're established, it'll be like, it's almost like when like athletes make millions of dollars and then, you know, all of a sudden a girl like loves them and then, you know, it just feels kind of phony, right?
It is funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at all the celebrities that now have all the money and then they get girls. It always ends up bad. Have you seen that? Pep Guardiola, he's a manager. He's successful. His wife leaves him. Why? Why are you leaving him? And then Endrick. Look at Endrick. He was like 18 years old. And then the girl, she's 23 years old. She's like, put a ring on me. What you think? What 23-year-old in her right mind wants to marry an 18-year-old? It's just because he's a famous soccer player and has money now?
It's money, bro. See, and that's where you have to make the distinction between like, do they love me for the person that I am or what I'm bringing to their life? You know?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, and that just has to do with like whatever standard you set for yourself, like for your dating preferences and stuff. Because obviously, like, it's easy to tell apart like the women or men that are there to hustle you, right? Because this goes out to like the women too, like, you know, like don't just look for someone who's in it for you for like the looks and stuff. Like obviously, there's gonna be more. Like, look for depth. I feel like that's a big thing. But I feel like right now at your age, like you're barely in college, so I feel like now is your time to like explore and like.
That's what I thought.
And like think of like, you know, like, hey, you know what, like I'm just gonna be a little bit more ambitious and so in like socializing, even if you don't see like long term with anyone you're speaking to, just like excuse me, just the fact that you're like doing it is already practice. Like you're already socializing with them.
But the fact to talk to someone is just difficult in itself. Or you send a text message. And if I send you a text message, I want you to respond with me in like an hour, maybe minutes, an hour max. But if I wanted you for wait like this, if I want to wait 2-3 hours, I want to wait 2-3 days for you to respond back. I would have sent you a letter through the mail. I think it would have been better, right? So it just their way of showing that they're not interested in you. But the texting game is so bad.
Yeah, bro. Like
I think. Look, I
don't know as much about it, but like I said, because I'm more of a spectator. But go ahead, you probably can elaborate on that.
Okay, so I think you have to. So there's a couple things you said, right? Mm-hmm. Why should I work really hard, become successful, and then they get 50% of what I make, right? Mm-hmm. That's like you're thinking about a problem that hasn't occurred yet. You're thinking about if you're married to a girl and she's divorcing you and taking you 50%, right? That's only in the worst case scenario.
I know, but
right?
I'm saying that I don't want to get to the point where I'm married like at 28 or something like that.
Yeah.
Say like that happened, and then now I don't dated you in like 26 because now you see that I'm something, and now you want to date me. But where is that girl where I'm in college right now, and then she says, "Oh, you have some issues, right?" And that's okay. We all have things we're going through. But I'm gonna build you up with you. I want to see you succeed. I want to go on this journey with you. I know you're not nothing right now, but how can I build you up, and then we'll get married?
Okay, I see what you're saying, but I'm gonna ask you a really hard question right now. Why should a girl date you? Like, what are you gonna provide? I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about anything like materialistic. What could you provide a girl right now that she deserves to have, or like that is attractive to a woman?
The thing is, I don't know, because I haven't really talked to. It's really hard. But for when I was going to relationships, I was really thinking about being a provider. Like, we go on dates, I'm paying for everything. It's Christmas, I'm gonna buy you something really nice. Like, I'll buy you Versace, like, perfume or something. I'm working hard. So yeah, I don't care if I'm spending like $100-$200 on a gift for you.
You hear that, ladies?
But see, that's materialistic. I know I'm materialistic, but it backfires though. They see you as nothing, and then they just blow in your face.
But see, here's the thing: because you're starting off materialistic,
yeah,
you're already setting that bar.
So it's not even that though. Like you.
But for me, yeah, but I think
it's not even that though. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, I really try hard not to talk over people.
No, I know.
I try to avoid it.
We're probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Okay, so it's not even about that though. I think you have to change your perspective about relationships. I think right now your perception is really negative.
Yeah.
And you think that all girls are the same and they're all like that. It's not true. There are good girls out there. They're not a lot, in my opinion, but there are really, really good girls out there. And they might not be like 10s, right? Because
I don't really care. I'm not really looking at looks.
Yeah.
I never, bro. The girls that I was with, they're not 10s, 9s. They're to give her like the girl that she like called me on the phone. If you're listening to this, you're like a 5'6" at best, right? So you're nothing special. And I was like, you know what, this girl, we go to church together, whatever. This is really a good wholesome relationship. I can look. The thing about me is they give you so many bad signs, red flags, and I just look past it. I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna get through this. But you have to be diligent and look at the red flags when they occur, so you don't fall later and say, oh, I'm so dumb. Why did I do that? But at the same time, like, where are those good girls that want to talk to you for you and want to know about you? I don't see that these days.
Yeah, okay. I think I have a theory, and it's kind of like, it's not. I don't know if it's true or not at all, but I think it's real. And I've experienced it. There's a statistic that says if you don't date anyone before 25, if you don't have a long-term relationship before 25, there's a likelihood that you end up getting married at 30, or like you don't even start dating till 30, like a real relationship, right? And I think the difference between the two types of guys, right? There's one type of guy that dates really early on. They might get lucky, and not to say that your relationship is uncommon. High school sweethearts. So that's why I say
I know.
Get lucky.
It's like an outlier.
Yeah, it is an outlier. Yeah. They get lucky, and that first relationship they have, it just goes on. They end up marrying that person, and it's just successful from the first one, right? And we have a bunch of examples of those from our church or people around us, right? And then there's the other type of guy that struggles with it in the beginning, and then like there's a huge gap of them like trying a relationship, and it just doesn't work, right? And like the relationships don't last very long, right? And I think those types of guys, they're more entrepreneurial and business driven, and the way that they perceive relationships. And I'm saying this because this is me, like this is exactly what I identify with. The way they perceive relationships is
transactional,
a little bit more transactional than the people that find relationships really early on.
That's how I see it. I'm completely with you.
Yeah. And I think for that, we could there's two things that we could do. We could either change the way that we perceive relationships and try to reform it to match what is a more wholesome or a more organic type of relationship and try to get that. Or we could kind of see it as in a more business point of view, which I don't want to do that. I don't think any of us want to do that. The guys on this side. But I feel like we have no choice because the way that we see our little interactions with dating is so different from the way the people that have been dating for a while see their interactions. Like for me, let me tell you an example. The best way that I believe, and I know that the best way to start dating a girl is to become friends with her first. I think most people can agree on that, right? But I have trouble with that because I don't have the time, and I don't want to give up that energy.
It's too much energy and
to
time.
invest. See, I view it as investing. Like I'm investing all this time and energy, and then at the end, it could be like, all right, not really into it. See ya.
Yeah, you're like my little brother, or I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I see that, and I'm like, that's kind of boring. Like I don't really want to do that. Like I don't really want to waste 3 or 4 months to get to know this girl. Right at the end, and be like, I'm okay, right? I'd rather kind of like what you said in the beginning, get to know a girl on a date.
Yeah.
And just do that naturally. That's what I'd rather do. But I know that being a friend with a girl is better, but I don't want to put the time and energy to do that. That's what I think it is.
For me, that's how like my relationship started. Like it was like me being friends and then going on dates, and then eventually I asked her to be my girlfriend, and then that's how it just kind of all came together for us, right? But for me, it was always like it was better to take that route because that way I knew what I was getting myself into, you know? Or even if I was ready, like getting myself into it, and I don't just mean that like to push that on her. I mean like for myself, like, am I ready? Am I mature enough to continue to develop this? Because I also don't want to waste anyone else's time. And so I feel like the best strategy is just being friends at first, honestly.
I agree.
Even though it's the harder part because it's like, dang, like it almost feels like, I know some people like might see it as like, dang, it's like a 90-day trial. Like, you know, I got to be friends with you for a certain amount of months, and then we got to talk and then date. But that's the most efficient way. If you really want like to see if it'll be long-term or not, because then you get to see how they are as friends. Like, you get to see how they interact and how they treat other people. Because if you're already friends with them, they're exposed to the rest of your friend groups probably, right? As opposed to like bringing someone that's never been with that you like went on a date with, and then you bring them around your friends, and they act like total like you've seen like just mean,
we have
just
seen
rude.
It. We have seen it with one of our friends.
We've seen that, and it's just like, dude, like, wouldn't
disaster.
you? It's just a circus, bro. Like it's just for no reason, like chaos, and I feel like it's better if they're just exposed to like your circle, honestly.
Yeah, and I gave those two options of like the business type of relationship, right, where you end up being 30, 31, and it's like where I'm 31 and you're like 29, the girl, right? And it's like you want to get married because you want to have kids. I want to get married because I want someone to build a life with. I want kids too. Let's just get married. And like that's cool, and all respect to people who do that, but I don't think that's exciting. I don't think that's what we want. We want a real relationship. We want to grow together. We want kind of like what you said earlier. And I've been working on that of trying to become friends with a girl first. And I think here's what I was trying to say is like when you get to the point where you're not desperately looking for a girl, you could just become friends with everybody. And you stop seeing girls as like women, and you see them as like your actual friends. And then those relationships start getting built up organically. And then that emotional spark might come in at some point, or it might come in early on. And then that's when you introduce it, right? And then if they're okay with it, then it works. Then you start dating, but you already know them. So it's not weird. It's not awkward. It's not like, what are you going to give me? It's not all that stuff. It's like, oh, we're already friends, and we're exploring this new type of relationship. Rather than it being like, oh, this is a date, and are you going to pay 50-50? It's not going to be like that. You know, it's much more organic. And that's what I think is the best way to do it.
Doesn't it ruin your friend group, though? Because my experience, when you're friends, like if I was friends with a girl for a year, and then after that, like, oh, there's emotion between us. And then now I want something serious. And then she says no, which like happened. So now it ruined my friend group. Because now are you on her side, or are you on my side, right? It ruins your whole
I see
friend
what you
group.
mean.
So that's why my trouble of investing all that time and energy to getting to know you.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Well,
here's the problem. You can't invest time and energy trying to expect something out of it. Like, you get to know a girl because you actually think she's cool, and you just want to get to know her as a person. You don't try to do that because you want to date her. That's I think that's the best approach. Like, you just get to know them, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't matter, because it's kind of like, it goes back to like, oh, we're just friends, and no one really is gonna make a big deal out of it.
It doesn't go back to that. That's my point.
I think that's your age. I think that's that generation, because that happened to me too.
Exactly.
Happened to me too. When you get older, it changes, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
People get tired of all that. People get whatever. I've had multiple friend groups where people have dated within the friend group, and everyone's like, oh, whatever, cool, and then we just move on. And it's not like no one's taking sides or anything. I think once you get past that, it gets a lot better.
Mm-hmm. I wish like it was like what you described. Like it just something bad. It's so.
I wanted to ask a question. So like, how do you like? You guys say like you have to be friends first, right? How do you? Because there's certain girls that are like, oh this guy's trying to talk to me, he's trying to hit on me or something, right? How do you like do you explicitly say no? I'm just trying to be friends. Or, like how do you become friends with them without them like thinking, oh, you're just trying to.
But your goal is initially to be friends with them?
Yeah.
But you just hate that there's an assumption that they think you're always trying to flirt?
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to fix, honestly. For like because they're obviously like being in a relationship for like 7 years, like that has happened like every once in a while where like there's girls who think like you have other intentions. Where like, oh, like why are you talking to me like you're flirting with me? I'm like, dude, I have a girlfriend. Like what do you mean? Like I'm just talking to you. Like I feel like there's like a weird stereotype, like not a stereotype, like a weird like what is it called? Assumption, yeah, but I was looking for another word. It's along the lines of like stereotype,
Prejudice.
assumption. Huh?
No. Racism.
No, but what it is like
Sexism.
it's like
Transphobia.
already like like there's already a mindset of like, oh, if a man talks to me, like it's already like they wanna hook up or they're into me.
That's the type of girl though.
Oh, okay. What I was gonna say is the people think that if you have a friend that's a girl, you're automatically like trying to get with them.
They ship you.
Or vice versa. Yeah, and it's just like, dude, like people can be friends. Like I have a lot of like in our high school group, like there's like probably like 4 or 5 girls and then like 4 or 5 guys, but none of us ever think like, oh my god, like David's talking to so and so, like he must like, bro. It's just we're just all in a friend group. Mm-hmm. Just make it natural. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think of that?
I think people are gonna always think what they think, but you just have to have the confidence to just try to get to know the person. And here's the thing, bro. A lot of people are awkward. Honestly, everybody's awkward. You can talk to anybody in person that you don't know, anybody random, and off the bat they're already like standoffish. Off the bat, anybody that you talk to, right? And the reason for that is that people are just scared and they're awkward and they're not social when they first meet people, right? But what you have to do is you have to kind of ignore that and kind of pry. I'm not like, again, in a good way, like in the most honest, like most wholesome way possible. Which means like, okay, you see a girl, or like you notice this girl in your class, she's pretty, right? You get tagged with her in a group of 5, right? There's like 3 guys, 2 girls, or whatever, and you're one of the guys. You could just start getting to know her. Just like be like, hey, I like this thing that you have on, or you have a sticker on your hydro flask. Where'd you get that? I also like go to that place. Whatever. You ask genuine questions that you're actually interested in. They won't think you're weird. They won't think that you're trying to hit on them. They're honestly just gonna answer, and they're gonna be excited that you actually are interested in them as a person and where they come from and their interests as well. And then you connect with them about certain topics, and then that's a relationship that starts growing organically. And then you just start building that. You start making inside jokes. You start having common interests. And then it just happens naturally, Mm-hmm. I think that's the best way to do it.
But I feel like sometimes, like we were saying, like with social media, like Instagram is like, it's almost like it's almost like a university for dating. Mm-hmm. Like, like the man or the woman in this case with the profile has all these applicants, and like, they get to pick, from the pool of people liking their like photos or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that sometimes sways the way that they feel about people who genuinely care and want to get to know them. So in that case, I think it's just like it's all circumstantial, It depends on how you're also speaking to them too. Because if you're like rubbing off as like an F-boy too, then you're just like the rest of the people that she has on her profiles. Like you gotta, just be yourself, honestly. I think sometimes it's like, it's dependent on the women that you're trying to get at too.
But also, I will say, I like the just be yourself thing, but you can't just be yourself if you suck, or if you portray yourself as someone who's a loser, right? Like if you are awkward and you can't have a conversation and you can't make people laugh and you don't have any interesting things to talk about, just being yourself isn't gonna work because you don't have any of those things to do. Like it just sometimes people suck, and if you suck, you have to recognize that and figure out the parts of yourself that need to be worked on, and you have to fix that. You know, sometimes it's so easy to just sit there and be like, and I'm not hating on you because I've been through the same thing. Sit there and be like, bro, it's all these women are crazy, all these women are insane.
Yeah, you have a generalization sometimes.
Exactly, and it's like you could be like, all right, fine, a lot of them are pretty crazy, but all of them, you haven't done anything wrong. You're perfect. You deserve the best girl in the world. I don't know if that's true, and I tell this myself all the time because I get trapped in that all the time. Where I'm like, man, bro, I'm so tired of dating. All these girls suck, and I'm like, yeah, but there's a couple things that, like, you know, on that date, I shouldn't have said that thing. That just probably made her feel uncomfortable. Or at this time, I probably shouldn't have mentioned this topic that was probably sensitive for her. I was probably insensitive or something. You know, there's things that you could always do that you could improve on. And I think as long as you do that and you're constantly improving yourself and you're constantly fixing the things that make you less desirable, that's all that matters. And eventually people will notice that. A girl will notice that and like you for who you are, because there's a lot of things that you can offer, and you're interesting, and you're exciting, and you're worth dating. And it sucks because it's you want it to be like, oh no, it's just like, you know, we're perfect for each other. We match. We have all the same interests and all that stuff. But it's not. It doesn't work like that. It's much more ruthless now, where it's like, if you're not someone worth dating, then what's the reason that a girl should talk to you or date you? You know. Mm-hmm. That's the way it is, I think.
Because I feel like that mentality sometimes, like, it can be hard to get out of, and then it can kind of sway your confidence too. And it's like, okay, then you got to reflect and be like, okay, how can I keep myself confident through this like issue that I'm having in like dating, right? And so how do you, like, going towards that topic now, like, how do you feel about like confidence, and like what do you do to make yourself feel confident? You had your glasses on this whole time?
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you for watching episode 7 of the Stay Humble podcast. We'll see you next week. And Jesse, thank you for coming on, man. Love you, brother.
Best pod to date.
Yes, sir.
Stay humble.
Stay humble.